Welcome back, guys, and today I'm going to show you why this is the most expensive Kia Stinger in the world. So before I get into the video, I do want to put it out in the open and be fully transparent. Some of the parts on my car have been provided either through a sponsorship or through partnership. There's been several times where I've lent my car out to companies, allowed them to use it for either promotional purposes, borrowed the car for a few months to do some design and testing on certain products. But just in the interest of what's on my car and what the items cost, I'm just going to go over what the prices were for everything that's on my car as I go through and mention everything that's there. Yeah, just wanted to be fully transparent on that. So this is my 2019 Kia Stinger GT2 all-wheel drive. Just to start off with some exterior items. First off, up here in the front, we do have the Adro carbon fiber hood. I need to check pricing on this one, but I think it's about $1,200 roughly. So there is that item. Also, I do have some carbon fiber mirror caps. Those are a couple hundred. There's carbon fiber side vents. Those are a few hundred. I'll keep a tally somewhere on the video here so you guys can keep track of where I'm going. Other than that, obviously the big one is the wide body. Wide body, I think it retails for a little bit over $3. Now the wide body itself does come with the obviously the wide body panels, the carbon fiber side skirt, and the front chin spoiler or diffuser, whatever you want to call that. So an additional item that ties it all in together is the rear diffuser back here. There you go. Carbon fiber, that I believe is about $1,200 or so. As we're back here, this center license plate panel is Sabon. This is one of the items I worked with Sabon on. I think these are $200 or $300 now, $3+. And there's also this Adro rear deck lid. I did have the OEM style Sabon one with an Adro spoiler before, but right now I have the Adro rear deck lid. It's got a nice little duckbill to it there. Next up are the Keen Design wheels. These are forged two-piece wheels. They're extremely dirty because I do daily this car and I don't detail it too often, but two-piece wheels, they are made to order. These are not available on the Keen Design website, but if you reach out to them, are serious about purchasing a set, they will build them to spec. Back behind the wheels there are the sequence rotors, full set. They're all slotted front and rear. That's been changed. Obviously that's the OEM caliper there. Go back here to the back. Oh, well, the car is sitting on airbags. I forget the name brand right off the top of my head here. They're about $2,000 on those. Oh, and the wheels. Wheels like this, I mean, you're looking at about a $5,000 set of wheels. They are custom built. They are built to order. You can get them whatever spec you want them. That is what that is there. So back here, airlift 3P. It's about a $1,500 airlift system. The Vire tank compressors, that was about $700 there. And then in order to not have an error, because this is a GT2 trim with the adjustable shocks, to delete that and cancel the error code, cancelers are $200. Those are from Arc Performance. Let's see here. So up top, Snow Performance, they call this the Stage 2 methanol injection system. That's about $450 for the system. Then we have the carbon fiber dashboard panel. That is from Element 6. That's a $1,000 item. Other than that, my dash cam, and there's one there and back there in the corner as well, is just about all it's done to the interior. Haven't done much in here, but that's that. And before I get under the hood, a couple things that I can't show you is the JBL valve exhaust system. Back when I bought that, that was $2,600. I think now you can get those for around $2,000. Also have the JBL mid pipes. Those again, back when I got them, were a $600 item. I think now they're down to about $450. I do have some NGT upper down pipes. Those are about $500. So now to go under the hood. Here we go. There's a bit of a mess. I daily the car, guys. It gets dirty, and then I'm in the middle of wiring some stuff up over here, so I have a rat's nest of wires over there. But first off, kind of shiny is the engine intakes. Now these are polished. You can't purchase these in polish. You can only purchase them in red or black. This is one of those partnerships I mentioned at the very beginning. Engine had my car collectively for about a month as they designed and tested these. Once they were done, they came to the conclusion that polish was a bit much, and they kept them with red or black. So this is the only set of polished ones in the world. But engine intakes are about $400. Then we have the Go Fast Bits response blow-off valves. Actually, these were installed by Go Fast Bits in SEMA back in 2018. I think these are about $500–600. And you can't really see it much there, but that piping there goes to the Wagner intercooler. The Wagner intercooler itself is about $1,000, and then back behind here, you almost definitely can't see them, but it's there and there. There's dual inlet ducts. They're made of carbon fiber, also from also from Wagner, and they're designed to work with their intercooler and divert all the air that's not going directly into the intercooler off to the sides and into the engine bay for the intakes. Since we're up here, this one's not plumbed, but there's dual Nishimoto oil catch can with the NGT bracket, NGT throttle body spacer. That's where I feed methanol injection and where I get my vacuum source from. I do run HKS spark plugs, so that is there as well. Those are about $120. The oil catch can setup is about $300 roughly. Up in the corner, I forgot if I mentioned it or not, but Lap 3 Pro Tuner version 2, that's $12.95. So I zoom in the middle of what I'm doing there, and also adding the methanol injection controller. That's another few $100s there. But that's about it. There's not inherently a whole lot done to the car. There's tons of things people do, detail things, changing light bulbs, adding lights, changing trim panels. This was never intended to be a show car, even though it's been at SEMA in 2018 and 2019. It just kind of ended up this way. But ideally it's got 27,000 miles on it. The wide body and the airbag suspension was installed back last year in the summertime, and the car had about 8,000 miles on it then. So that's pretty much it. The car itself, it's a little bit over $54,000, being the GT2 all-wheel drive version. Yeah, so that is it for this video, and I'll go ahead and tally up what all that was, Anybody have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Then I guess I'll ask you guys to like, share, subscribe, the whole thing. Thanks for watching. Alright, so second half of the video. I decided to use a clickbaity title, I guess. So in order to reinforce that it's not 100% clickbait, want to go a little deeper into the car and into what's been on the car. So this is, for somebody that don't know, this is my second Kia Stinger all-wheel drive GT2. My first one was actually a 2018 that I purchased right after release. Early last year, got into a car accident, it was totaled, and then I went out the very next month and bought the exact same car. So I did have another one prior. There were some parts on that car as well that have been on the car, and some of them actually were on this car as well at one point, depending on when in time I've had them. To start off in the front, this is actually my third carbon fiber hood. My very first one was a Saban hood. That was the OEM style. I also had some carbon fiber vents at one point as well with the OEM hood. But I've had the Saban hood. I believe that's about $650, $700. I also had the Arc Performance carbon fiber hood as well, which I believe is out of production now, but that was about $1,200 there. Oh, almost forgot to mention, yeah, the original GT2 was $52,000 back when I first got that one. They did go up from one year to the next quite a bit. So there is that. Additionally, I also had the Keen Design carbon fiber lip. Very, and side skirts, very similar to what I have on the car now. It's actually manufactured by Adro, and Adro and Keen Design work together in a partnership. Looks very similar to the side skirts that I have there and the front lip, but it's a little bit smaller, a little bit narrower to go with the OEM body lines. Because if you look, you'll see where this one follows the wide body to bring it all together. So I did have that. I also had some Keen Design KDO 720-inch wheels. Those were monoblock forged. I believe those are about $2,000 wheels. Tires that I have on the car right now, they're just some cheap Chinese tires, or Chinese brand tires. These are only $400, but on the KDO 7s I did have some Michelin Pilot PS4S tires, so Pilot Sport 4S tires on that car, in a partnership through Magnaflow. Magnaflow had my car for about a month as well. The original version, not this exact one, but the Magnaflow exhaust was tested and designed on my car. I think that's about a $1,000, $1,200 exhaust. I also at one point had the Arc coilovers, which I believe are about $1,500, $1,700. So those were on the version 1 of the Stinger, this being as this is version 2. I also had the Arc grip exhaust, and I believe that's another $1,200 to $1,400 there as well. Additionally, I also had some red engine intakes, and if you look at almost any picture of engine with the red intakes, you'll notice it's on a ceramic silver Stinger. That's actually my car. That's intakes that were on my car. I also had the CX Racing intercooler. That's about $800 there. And I think that is about it. Oh no, that's right. I had the Spreak, which is actually Keen Design, partnership with Adro, rear version 1 spoiler. And also had the rear, and that was about a $500-$600 spoiler. I also had the Saban OEM rear deck lid. That was about a $300 or $400 deck lid. I've had that as well. I believe that is it for the car. Oh no, that is right. I did have the 805 forged wheels, which are now on Christopher's Optima, looking awesome over there. But I did have those in black. 805 Forge, if you see their website, check out a Stinger. That's my Stinger. They put some awesome shots of the car out in LA. So I've had that as well. and I believe that is about it. Eyebox springs, yes, those were a couple $100. Almost forgot those. And then realistically, guys, some of the prices I laid out just off the top of my head, I will put the actual retail pricing on that stuff as well. But your mileage may vary. And then one thing I haven't taken into account as I walked around and did this is 99% of what's done to my car has been done by myself. Everything I've mentioned I put on myself. The only things that I personally did not do was cut up my fenders, because I needed to have somebody professionally do that. And when they cut them and they painted this body kit, they actually painted the sides of my car as well. The only place where you'll find OEM paint is in the door jambs, under the hood obviously. The very top of the rails were not painted, and the roof was not painted, but the entire sides of the car, everything was painted. The work was done by a family member, so I got it done relatively inexpensively, additionally because I actually went and helped put the vehicle back together. But doing a wide body for a car, you can expect to pay a shop anywhere between, well, a decent shop, because I have seen some very shoddy work from others, but anywhere between, for what I had done, $4,000 to $5,000 up to even $10,000, depending on where you go and how you have it done. So let's add that to the tally as well. Why not? Cool, guys. So I've done some math between the car itself and the things that have been done to it. You're looking at about $89,849 in work. If you add up the car and the items on my last stinger, that is $71,726, totaling up a tally of $161,575. There's easily about $10,000 in labor that I didn't spend because I was able to do most of it myself. Not everybody has the talent, desire, will, whatever you want to call it, to get that stuff done. Just got to take a little bit of motivation yourself to do that. But if you add up another $10,000 or so in labor between everything that's been done, you're looking at $171,575. There you go.